guys, it's Morgan, and it's the first day of the Gilmore Girls 2020 Readathon. So the first book that I'm going to be reading is Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng, and this is for the prompts: read a book set in a small town, read a book that features a mother-daughter relationship, and read a book written by an Asian author / has Asian representation. Now, coffee would be a pretty good drink to drink for a Gilmore Girls readathon, but if I'm honest, I don't really like coffee, so I thought hot chocolate would be the next best thing. So I've read 7 chapters of the book so far, and I'm really interested to see what happens next. And I haven't watched the show that's based on the book yet, but when I'm reading the book, I can't help but picture Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington in my head. And also, the book's pretty short, so I feel like I can probably finish it tomorrow. Now, if you saw my reading vlog for the Stranger Things readathon, you would know that I was reading A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor by Hank Green, and my mom was reading An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. So she finished An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, so now she's reading A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor. What do you think? Okay. So I finished Little Fires Everywhere, and now I'm really interested in watching the show on Hulu. So tomorrow I'm going to start the book Mr. Dickens and His Carol by Samantha Sylvia, and this is for the prompt: read a book set in fall / winter. And based on the title and the cover of the book, I think it's safe to assume that this book takes place in winter. And I'm curious to read it because it seems like a backstory on Charles Dickens and how he wrote A Christmas Carol. I've read 8 chapters of the book so far, and I really like it. And I also love how nostalgic it feels whenever Dickens hears a name or something that you know he's going to use in A Christmas Carol. And I think Dobby likes it too. So what are you reading, Dad?
The Escape by I don't know, I forget the author, but it's the 3rd book of John Paul book.
What's it about?
It's about an escape from a high security military prison, and I'm pretty sure that he was wrongfully convicted, and so everyone's searching for him now, including his brother, who happens to be with military CID, Central Intelligence Division. So far it's pretty interesting.
Do you like it?
Yeah. I'm only like 25% into it, but it's interesting.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
Dickens and His Carol, and I thought it was a perfect backstory to how Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol. Even though I know it's not the real story, I did think it was a sweet story. So tomorrow I'm going to read The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, and this is for the prompt, read a book with complicated love interests. And I'm really excited to start this because I know that a lot of people really like this trilogy, so I'm excited to see what I think. I've read 11 chapters of The Cruel Prince so far, and I'm really curious to see how a romance develops between Jude and Cardan, because so far, I can't see that happening. I just finished The Cruel Prince, so tomorrow I'm going to start the sequel, The Wicked King, and this is for the prompt, read a book from a series that you haven't finished yet. But before I start reading this, I'm going to film my review for the series finale of Supernatural, which I just finished watching. And if you've seen my Supernatural reviews, then my review for the finale will be up by the time you're watching this. But if you haven't seen Supernatural, it does have a connection to Gilmore Girls, since Jared Padalecki played Dean on Gilmore Girls and played Sam on Supernatural. So I'm about to film my review for the series finale of Supernatural, but before I do that, I thought it would be interesting to show you a little behind-the-scenes look at what my setup looks like when I film my videos. On here, I usually put whatever the subject of the video I'm filming is. So for this video, it's a Supernatural review. And here's my camera on my tripod and my ring light. Pretty simple setup. Bit of The Wicked King last night, but right now I'm going to do the prompt, bake your favorite fall treat and watch your favorite episode. So me and my mom are going to bake pumpkin bread, and then later we're going to watch the episode Fall from Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life. So I have my pumpkin bread, and now we're going to watch Fall from Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life. It's the end of the readathon, and I finished The Wicked King last night, so I finished all the books that I planned to read. I had a great time participating in this readathon. If you participated, let me know in the comments how your experience was. And to stay in the Gilmore Girls theme, if you watch the entire video, comment a coffee cup emoji. I'm also planning on doing reviews for all of the books that I read, so if you want to see those videos or any of my other future videos, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.